Hi everyone, today's video is about decomposition as an addition strategy. In order to understand decomposition, we need to know what a number bond is. A number bond shows us how we can break a whole group into its parts. As an example, if we have a whole group of 5, we can break this whole group into different parts in many different ways. We can break it into 1 and 4, or we could break the whole group of 5 into 2 and 3. We could also take our whole group of 5 and break it into 0 and 5. A number bond shows us how parts go together to make a whole group. It also shows us how we can take a whole group apart into the parts. Today we're going to learn something called decomposition. That means we will break numbers apart to make questions easier. Here's an example. "11 plus 8. In the past, we've used number lines, we've drawn pictures, and we've counted on with our fingers to solve addition and subtraction questions. But today, using the decomposition strategy, we're going to think about numbers in a different way. We're going to break them down into their parts to see if we can rewrite the question in an easier way. Let's think about the number 11. The number 11 has one group of 10 and 1, 1. If we break it into its parts, we can write the number 11 as 10 and 1. Our question can be made easier by doing this. Instead of writing 11 plus 8, we can think about 10 plus 1 plus 8. Now, let's combine the 1 and the 8. When we do this, we get 9. Our new question is 10 plus 9. The reason we've done this is because working with tens and multiples of tens makes addition and subtraction much easier. In the past, we've learned how to do questions involving adding 10. You should be able to know that 10 plus 9 is 19 without much thought. 11 plus 8 is the same as 10 plus 9. All we did was write the 11 in a different way so that we could take advantage of groups of 10 and combine the other numbers. Let's try another example. "12 plus 7. Let's see if we can write the 12 in a different way. We're trying to find groups of 10 to make our question easier. If I think about the number 12, I know it has one group of 10 and 2 1s. So I can put it into those parts. My new question is 10 plus 2 plus 7. It's the same as above. I've just thought about the number 12 in a different way. And the reason I've done this is because now I have a group of 10, and we like working with groups of 10. I can quickly know that 2 plus 7 is 9. My new question is 10 plus 9. And because we've had lots of practice adding 10 to a number, we know quickly that 10 plus 9 is 19. So thinking about the 12 in a different way helped us find groups of 10 and find the answer. Try this one. I'm going to rewrite both of these numbers. Let's create a number bond for 12 and a number bond for 13. How can we create parts using these whole groups? Let's think about the number 12. Let's think about the number 13. How can we write these whole groups into parts? Our new question is 10 plus 2 plus 10 plus 3. When you see this, you might get excited because adding tens is much easier than adding other numbers. 10 plus 10 is 20. We can put the 2 and the 3 together. This is almost doubles. 2 plus 2 is 4, and then one more makes 5. Now our question is 20 plus 5. We like this question. It's friendly. We have a group of 10 at the beginning. 20 and 5 makes 25. We use number bonds to decompose the original addends. Decomposing means breaking numbers down into parts. Sometimes our addends are smaller than 10. In this example, neither one of our addends has a group of 10 inside of them. If I write them in a different way, there will not be a group of 10 hiding inside. So how can I make a group of 10 in this situation? Well, I know the number 9 is almost 10. If only I had one more, then I could make it a 10. Maybe if I rewrite 7, I'll be able to get to 10. Let's see. What is friends of 10 with 9? 1. Now I just have to figure out what the other part will be for the number 7. Here's my whole group of 7. I'm going to make one of the parts number 1. The other part will be 6. 1 and 6 together still mean the same thing as 7. I just wrote it in a different way. And I did this because now I've created a group of 10. 9 and 1 are friends of 10. My new question is 10 plus 6. And as mentioned earlier, we love working with tens. 10 and 6 make 16. Let's do a question with 8. Let's do 8 plus 6. I don't have any groups of 10. If I write these numbers in a different way, there won't be any groups of 10. So how can I make a group of 10? That's such an important number to work with. Well, 8 is closer to 10 than the 6 is. So what else do I need to get to 10? What's friends of 10 with the 8? Hopefully you know quickly that 2 is friends of 10 with 8. But what happens to the rest of my 6? Here's my whole group. I'll put 2 in this part. How many are in the other part? 4. So I still have 6. I've just written it in a different way. My new question helps me see friends of 10. Plus 4 more. 10 plus 4 equals 14. Using a number bond to decompose helps us get to 10. In this case, we wrote the 6 as 2 and 4. That was helpful because 8 and 2 are friends of 10. Try this one. 9 plus 4. 9 is closer to 10 than 4 is, so we'll keep the 9. How do we get to 10? There are many different ways to write the number 4 in a number bond. I could write number 4 as 2 and 2, but this doesn't help me. If I write the 4 this way as 2 and 2, this does not help me make 10. 9 and 2 are not friends of 10. So I have to think about another way of writing the number 4, a way that will be helpful so that I can make groups of 10. I've got 9. I really want to get to 10. So I have to find a way to write the number 4 that includes a 1. Let's put my whole group together at the top. Here are my 4. I'll put 1 in this part and the rest in the other part. I'm going to write the number 4 as 1 plus 3. I've chosen to do this because now I have friends of 10 in my new question. My new question is 10 plus 3. We know that that is 13. Even though there are many different ways to create a number bond and break down or decompose the whole group, you need to think about which way will work best in terms of getting to a group of 10. Try this one. We don't have any groups of 10 hiding in the addends, but one of these numbers is closer to 10 than the other, and that's the 7. So let's keep the 7. Maybe we can write the 6 in a different way so that we can get to a group of 10. What is friends of 10 with 7? We really want to make a group of 10. A 3 is. But what happens to the rest of my 6? I have to break down my 6. I have to think about my whole group in parts. I'll put 3 in this part, and hopefully you know doubles. 3 and 3 make 6. I wrote the number 6 as 3 and 3 because now I have friends of 10 plus 3 more, and I can quickly find the answer. Sometimes kids get confused about how to break down a number in the way that makes the most sense. It's true that the number 6 can be written as 5 plus 1, but this doesn't help. 7 and 5 aren't friends of 10. 7 and 1 aren't friends of 10. So even though this is correct in terms of breaking the 6 down, it doesn't make the question any easier to solve. 10 is the magic number. Think about breaking down your whole group so that you will be able to create a group of 10. That's why we picked 3 and 3 instead of another way. Take a look at this. On the left side of my board, it says 8 plus 4. And on the other side of my board, it says 8 plus 2 plus 2. Which question do you like better? For me, I prefer the right side question. And that's because my brain sees 10 plus 2, and I like working with 10. What you might not realize is that these questions are actually the same. And that's because we can write the 4 as 2 plus 2. This is an example of decomposition, breaking down a number. Now we have our group of 10 and 2 more. Breaking down numbers helps us find groups of 10 and work with 10. Hopefully this video is helpful. Be on the lookout for groups of 10 and use number bonds to think about questions in new ways.